Hi, everybody. Welcome to day one of RailsWorld 2024, coming here live from Toronto. I have a guest here today that we're going to just talk to and see what you think about everything that's going on.
I'm Chris Oliver. I got the Rails Luminary Award last year. Some of you might know me from Go Rails. This year over last year was great because things got released today. There was a lot of announcements last year that were coming soon, but today we got a whole bunch of new things. Kamal 2 for deployments, the new demo of instead of a blog in 15 minutes that didn't make it to production, he deployed 2 apps within 5 minutes, which is nuts.
When I first started, I was like, what is Rails and how does it work? But when I got more and more familiar with it, I've just fell in love with the language and the framework and how efficient and well you can do so many applications and so quickly. I really enjoyed the energy of the opening keynote from DHH. It was really fun to watch him talk. And
I fell in love with the people, the Rails community and the Ruby language a couple of years ago, and been coming to all the conferences and making friends and having a great time.
There was all of the new solid gems that came out for background jobs, for Action Cable, which is kind of exciting because now we fully can drop Redis from our applications if we want. So the simplicity of what we've got and what we're building is way easier.
I think all the deployment stuff is really cool, but the best has to be authentication. Finally getting that baked into Rails is making it feel much more complete. So authentication.
There's a few talks about testing coming up that I'm really interested in. So how do people test their code? How do people test things that are hard to test or that are external services? That's something I'm really interested in attending some of those talks.
But I want to leave with this. We're day one in the first segment of the day, really, of 2-day Rails World. Looking forward, what excites you the most from what's to come?
I'm going to probably end up having another 100 conversations with people at the conference, and that's why you got to be here. You can always watch these talks later. Watching them live is awesome, but you can't have these conversations at home with everybody in the community, and that's the excitement here of hey, look at all the cool stuff we're going to have now.
Continuing to absorb that energy that I was talking about, just how awesome it is and how I just want to go write some Rails code right now because it just sounds fun. And when DHH was like, hey, everything's available later today, I was like, great, I know what I'm doing tonight, going to an after party and writing Rails code. This is awesome.